welcome back to The Bachelorette, Season 14, Episode 7. Alright, yay! Woohoo! So for this date, we are at the Bahamas. Finally, they're going out of the country. It's about time. Becca starts out by saying that the Bahamas has the bluest water she has ever seen, which I can attest to that. I've been there and it's like literally the bluest waters ever in the world. She sits down and talks with Chris Harrison about how she's never been there, and it's kind of ridiculous. Chris Harrison is like, you've never been here? That's crazy that you've never been here, as if the Bahamas is someplace that everyone in the world has been to. You've never been here? That's insane that you've never been to the Bahamas. Everyone's been to the Bahamas, even butter lover Amy over there. All right, so we start out learning that we are going to have 3 one-on-ones and 1 3-on-1. Alrighty. So Becca first grabs Colton for a one-on-one date, and they go along to their date. Now, I had some issues with this episode, like some big issues with this episode. Colton is a virgin. We haven't discussed that since episode 1, I believe. That hasn't come up at all since then. Don't know why they made it such a big deal in the previews, but it didn't show up until episode 7. So when Becca and Colton leave, the guys immediately just have a discussion about Colton's virginity. So every single time it broke away from their date and went back to the house to the guys, it was all they could talk about. So the guys kept saying, man, I wonder if he's gonna tell Becca his secret. His big secret. I wonder if he's gonna tell Becca. It's something they need to discuss. They kept saying this may make or break his relationship with Becca, him being a virgin, which I don't personally understand. I think it's a bunch of BS that society thinks at the age of 26 a guy is supposed to have sex, otherwise it may make or break his relationship with some girl on a TV show. That just blows my mind. They keep talking about how it's like a lot of pressure on Becca or something, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. I could go on all day. Anyways, so they're on their date and they are sailing through the sea and making out really awkwardly on a boat. So they're chilling out and he's talking about his past relationships and he's about to drop the bomb when some random guy interrupts them and says, hey, let's go diving for conchs. So they went and did that, and the whole time they're making a bunch of jokes about conchs that makes no sense because of the way the word sounds. Bunch of jokes that aren't even funny, but what do you expect from The Bachelor? So now it's time for him to admit to her his big news.
I am a virgin.
Really? Really. So he says that, and then she pulls an Ari and is like, hey, can you excuse me? And then walks away, just like Ari did to Lauren whenever she said she loved him. Is that what happened? I don't remember. That was a long time ago. So then, of course, we flash back to the house, and the guys are like, yeah, man, I mean, you can't get engaged with someone without knowing how they are sexually. That's just like not a thing. That's just like the biggest deal, and you shouldn't do that. So obviously Colton isn't right for her because he's not gonna have sex with her. I'm just so annoyed with this this idea. So then she comes back and says she respects him for it. He ends up getting a rose. Time to hear who's going on at the second one-on-one.
Garrett. Yes.
Now, Blake is really upset to hear about Garrett going on the one-on-one instead of him because it's been so long since Blake has had a one-on-one. Feeling like Becca doesn't like him and it was all in his head. He's feeling very insecure because Becca is not giving him any attention. Garrett and Becca go on a plane that has the name Tia on it. I bet Colton's glad this wasn't his date. So Becca and Garrett go on their date where he tells her he is falling in love with her. Oh my goodness. Yep, now everyone's saying it. It's just a thing now. So then finally, it's time for the third one-on-one date. And Blake, congratulations, you get a one-on-one date. Hooray, already. And he stuffs this entire log in his backpack. Not even his suitcase, no. He puts it in his carry-on.
I've seen her take other guys on one-on-one dates.
Like, why? Why? Honestly, why? So then they go and see the Bahamas perform their new song. Who knew they still existed? Literally no one. So on this date, Becca says she sympathizes with Ari. She tells Blake that. Just, You don't say that. Nobody says that. You don't say that. Because she is falling for multiple people. So then it's time for Blake to drop the biggest bomb he could drop.
I am in love with you.
You're gonna make my heart burst.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. And then we hear Becca. She does not say it to him, but we hear her say she feels the same way.
It just made me so happy, and it just felt so right in my heart, and I think in that moment, I knew I was feeling the exact same way.
Becca is in love with Blake. Okay, smart for her for not actually telling him, like the idiots in the past we've had. And then, of course, Blake gets a rose, and it's time for our 3-on-1. So, now we have Wills, Jason, and Leo on this 3-on-1. Now, I have a problem. I've had this problem all season. Becca's makeup. She's a beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely beautiful. Her contour has annoyed me all season, and I kept my mouth shut. But her contour, it's always splotchy. At first I didn't say anything because I was like, okay, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I don't know, the camera angles are off, I don't know, but no. I finally have to say it. I can't keep it in any longer. Not that my makeup is always perfect, it's definitely not, but her contour is always splotchy, and it always has been. It makes me so mad. Okay, nothing against her. Again, she's beautiful. She doesn't need to contour. She doesn't need anything. But her contour is always splotchy, and it makes me so annoyed. So she talks with Wills, and Wills seems kind of fake to me. There, I said it. Yep, I said it. Wills seems fake. Sorry, but I said it. So it's time to have a little chat with Leo.
I'm so different from this entire group.
Different. He said different. Okay. So during this convo, they talk about how they're not very far along. And with this, she decides to send him home right then and there. And with that, Leo comes in 6th place. So then this turns into a 2-on-1 with Becca, Jason, and Wills. She ends up giving Jason the rose, and Wills gets the boot, coming in 5th place. She walks him out, and we get to see the fun cameraman just running around. So that's cool. Another problem I have with this. Okay, man, this episode really got me going. So, whenever she was having her one-on-one chat with Wills, he was like telling her how much he feels for her, and she's not saying, oh, don't feel that. Honey, don't feel that. You know, like sometimes she'll send Leo home, like she did, and sometimes she waits until the night to send someone home. But during her one-on-one time with Wills, he told her that he was falling in love with her some more and kept talking about all of that. And she was just like smiling and happy the whole time. Now in her conversation with him afterwards, after she sent him home, she said that they weren't on the same page. Okay, earlier you made out with me after I told you that I was falling in love with you. I opened up to you, and instead of saying, don't feel that way, you kissed me. I think it's awful and absolutely ridiculous that they lead these people on like they do, knowing good and well they're gonna send them home and they're not on the same page. They literally let these people fall in love with another human being when they know that they don't feel the same way back. That's the biggest problem with this show. You just mess with people's emotions just to make a TV show. So our losers of the week include Leo in 6th place and Wills in 5th place. And now we are down to 4 people and we are going to hometowns. Whippy, wee-hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, that's all I got for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then okay. Guys, we did it. We did it. We did it, hooray. We hit 1,000 subscribers thanks to all of you guys. You guys are wonderful. I love ya. We are now at 1,031. Oh! Ooh. You guys, thank you so much for helping me get there. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are so happy for me, and you're just like, you're the nicest, you're the best, and you agree that this show's trash, but we love to hate it, and man, who knew that The Bachelor would get me here? Who knew? Not me. literally not me. Again, thank you guys for your support and your comments. Keep leaving them, keep liking these videos, keep sharing them with your friends. Thank you to the Bachelor Insider for including me in your videos. Even though I talk a lot of trash about this show, I still get thrown in the recaps, so I appreciate that. So yeah, alrighty, well, here we are. And next week, hometown dates. Stay tuned. I'll see you next week. Thank you and a goodbye. This is my new lipstick. Really liking it. Also, oh my gosh, my nails I literally painted on Friday. Today's Tuesday. They're still like pretty much perfect except the tips. Probably in this video. This is a good like angle. Ooh. I'm about to move, so be prepared for a new backdrop. I don't know. Bye. Bye. I hate myself. Okay, bye.